guys? You are on the Entrepreneur Enthusiast podcast, and I'm your host, Joe Luckett. I got Kimiye from Yayo Fitness here. We're having a good conversation about fitness right now, and this kind of perplexed me. Like, so people really work out for the gram. Like, oh, let me do some push-ups. What? That's crazy. I'm in an accountability group, and like we work out, but I actually I walk the hill every morning.
Yeah.
Sometimes I post, sometimes I don't. But you can't go up that hill without posting.
Right.
So I at least walk that hill every morning because I live by it and it's easy. But I'm not about to like do some push-ups, do some sit-ups for the gram. It's like, what is the gain from that, you know?
And that's fine. But then you got the ones that went and got the work done and all that and then pop back on the gram like they just been working out for years and they just really put in that work to get that body. It's not realistic.
Not realistic.
It's not real. The results aren't even realistic. So it's like
the snapback moms.
Yeah. Now it's possible. It's very possible to transform your body and all that without surgery, but it's like it's a big group of people that
got it. So I want to know, you know, what started your fitness journey, because I'm blessed to know you when you were chubby. because it's like what? And it came like, it's crazy because like for you to have that, you know, journey, like what started your actual fitness journey?
So I mean, so before the fitness thing and in between the chubbiness and the fitness thing, so you know, I had my daughter when I was 19. And so after I had her, like all that chubbiness, like she took everything I had. So I lost, a lot of weight. And then
you about to have people up here like, well, I can lose weight after the baby.
No. Everybody's different. And that's what I be 19. Trying to No. And that's what I be trying to like push and press. Like everybody's different. You cannot look at somebody else and think that you're gonna get the same results doing what they did. It's just that's not how it works. But anyway, so I had my daughter when I was 19. So my 20s, it was just like a struggle, just trying to make it, just trying to figure it out, trying to make ends meet, just, you know. And I went through a whole list of jobs, you know, just trying to find my way. I thought I was going to do hair initially. Like that was like always my passion, my dream.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
I thought I was going to be working on somebody's movie set, you know, whatever. Oops, sorry. But my grandma ended up passing away in 2013. Mm-hmm. And then like 2014, 2015, like it was a show. I started working out in 2015. It was just like, I think it started off like more like like I was going through a depression and I started working out just to get some kind of release, you know, to just something. Yeah. And then, so I started working out with my cousin who, he used to do calisthenics. So it's, you know, body weight workouts, holding your weight, you know, all of that. So started doing that. I started posting my videos on Instagram when I first started. So people were able to like follow my journey and all that. And I ended up progressing really fast. So people were able to see it. I did it for a couple of years. And then, you know, they started asking me, you know, I started getting all kind of, you know, people asking me if I could train them or teach them what, you know, I had learned or whatever. And so that was about 2015, 2016. So 2017, I went and got certified to personal train. And then I started my business like 2017, got my LLC, all of that. But, you know, it still wasn't like the right time, I guess, in my life to like really be starting a business. Like I wasn't really.
Starting a business is a lot.
It's a lot. Like, especially when you're trying to make that like your income, you know, like it's just a lot and just trying to figure it out and then just going through life stuff, period. So 2017, like for a few years, I was training people here and there, but I didn't really get serious till probably like 2019, I want to say.
But you still got incorporated.
I still got incorporated.
So you still had your paperwork, right?
I still have my paperwork, but so like I said, in 2017, somebody had told me, oh, you should go, you know, get you, because I was getting advice from everybody, just trying to figure it out and figure out where to start. So them not really knowing like where I was in life, like, you know, they told me, oh, you should go get your LLC, whatever. I didn't really know what it was like that, you know? So like I heard about it, but like when you're in it and like, you know, so I got it anyway, like, cause I want to like seal this, but realistically I wasn't ready to start a business, but I still was just trying to get myself out there as more of a trainer instead of just, you know, somebody that works out, you know, and stuff like that. So, I want to say about 2019, I started, you know, like training people in the parks, like building my clientele a little bit more, doing little stuff here and there. And then, yeah, it got to be too much. So I always knew I wanted like to take it to another level. Like the deeper I got into it, the more, you know, the more people I started meeting, the more people that were coming up to me saying I inspired them, like it made me want to do more. And then I was like passionate. I wasn't even thinking about hair. Like once I really like got into it, I like
something you love.
It was like it turned into a real passion just off of depression, really, like seriously. And so, so where are we now? Like 2019, 2020. So yeah, the pandemic happened.
Well, I'm pause right there. So because we try to teach our young entrepreneurs something, and you said something, you weren't ready to start your LLC, and like I know where this is gonna go because it happens. And with LLC, people don't know, is a limited liability company. We talk about this on this podcast a lot, and you can incorporate yourself in multiple ways. But when you have an LLC, you're creating that new entity for yourself, but you also are creating a new tax liability for yourself. So the state is acting as you are collecting money, and they want a piece of that pie as well. If you're not in a position ready to start your business, but you want to secure your name, you want to still do business as, then you go get that DBA and you can still do business as, and then convert it into an LLC later, to kind of avoid what's going on.
And I would have definitely recommended that because, like I said, I wasn't knowledgeable about the whole process and what comes with.
Yeah, but that's the whole part of being an entrepreneur, is the journey, because you run into corners and you never know what you don't know.
But like even like from the $800
we
tax, we could get all the way deep. Like
because I understand that.
But I've done my trial. It's been a straight trial and error process.
So 2020, you the pandemic happens.
So okay. No,
let me take you back.
Happens. Let me take you back. So, well, I mean, we could get deeper into it because I just trying to figure out the business. I've hired people. I've done paid so much money. I've like just.
How was your hiring process? You hired friends, family, or people you didn't know?
Both.
Hiring is hard.
It's very hard. Just trying to like, because especially in this world where everything is so digital and social media based and all that, like I'm not social in person or on social media like that. Like I could do my business, I could talk to people and all that, but like to just
this day and age you have to be a social media manager and a business owner.
Exactly. And it's so much that comes with it, especially when you're a one-man show. Like you literally have to think of everything, and it's not just the training and what exercises your clients are gonna do and where your client, because you have to pay attention to them. It's not just about like I'm not in it to just. I'm in it to get results and like to get people's goals, like what they want, not just you know anything.
And you didn't just go get a license, because that's one way to do it, is say, okay, I want to open a gym. Let me go get a license for this gym. They have everything, and I'll just sell their program. Right. You got your own thing popping. Like you're coming from like, nah, this is me. I could license this out if I want, but like. That is very hard to come up with a full menu of things to help your business grow. So I can only imagine if you're doing that and you're trying to operate, you're trying to manage,
build clientele,
and you're trying to build clientele. So you got to be sales, marketing, all that. So when was the realization that, okay, you know what, I got too many hats let me get this first hire?
Probably like 2019. I would say. I hired a company that so I paid them like I forgot how much a month, and they like got me like shitload amount of leads. You know,
you couldn't handle the leads.
I couldn't handle the leads. I didn't have my own space. It was like far from like the space that I was training out of, because that was a whole nother thing. Then it was, you know, I was training out of parks. I'm training out of parking lots. I'm training out of, you know, my client's house. So it's just a whole bunch of traveling. Then, you know, it's a limited amount of equipment because I can only travel with so much.
Yeah.
It was just exhausting. So I knew like the ultimate goal was getting my own place, just so I had like a set spot where everybody could come to me and I could just run it how, you know, I need to run it. And just going through the whole process, which I'm glad I did, and I didn't just jump into it, like, because I learned like the whole process, and I learned like what it is to not just be a trainer, but like, and to like learn my clients and to learn like, you know, because I didn't start off wanting to be a trainer. Like I just worked out. Like I didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, doing that and learning the business and like how I could make a real living off of this business.
Once you broke into the brick and mortar, how was that experience to then go from now getting your space?
So everything happened really fast. So like I said, since like 2019, I knew I needed my own space. When I started getting all those leads, I was like, ooh, like if I had my own space and I could be like stationed like and they get like, I can, you know, so like I was like, that's the goal. So I'm looking online for spaces. This is like 2019, looking for spots. It's just like, I'm looking at the price, you know, LA just the places where I would want, or where I wanted to, or where I thought I wanted to open up. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. So literally for like 2 years. So like I said, 2020, the pandemic happened. I started training my clients virtually. That was a whole nother, you know, but had to do what you
whole nother business model.
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know. And then so started training virtually, still looking online, still looking like wishing, hoping, praying, dreaming, you know. And then so what do I want to say? 2020. So I mean 2021. So I was looking online in April. It was April 2021. It was probably like, I want to say like April 11th.
Yeah. What site were you using? LoopNet?
LoopNet.
Yep.
I'm on LoopNet. So
all the time.
So I had been on LoopNet for years, but the thing is, I never subscribed, or I just used to go on, just put in different zip codes and just you know, that's just all I was, you know, I never subscribed. So it was like April, I want to say 10th or 11th, 2021. And it was like probably like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just up online, like looking up spots on LoopNet. And so I had seen one spot. And so when I tried to save one spot. And so when I tried to save it, it was like I had to put in my email and I had to subscribe in order to save it. So I was like, okay, let me just, you know, so I signed up. So as soon as I signed up, this one property popped up, like, and it was like the only thing that, like, it was a bunch of other ones that popped up that weren't there before I subscribed. But it was just this one. I looked at the location, I looked at the size. I was like, okay, like, let me just call. So it was a Sunday. So Monday I called. He was like, you could come in and look at it on the following day, which was Tuesday. So now we're April 13th. And so I went in and looked at it. He was like, as long as, you know, you don't have no repos or evictions on your credit, you know, like, you can have it. You know, told me the price. Like, I'm like, the price, I was like, compared to what I was seeing before, the space, the location, all that, I'm like, oh my God, like, you know.
Gotta get it.
So I was like, okay. Filled out the paperwork, all that. Wednesday, which is the 14th, ran my credit. Thursday, the 5th, April the 15th, I had my keys.
Had your keys. That's how that's
just like that.
Just like that.
Like,
We need a sign that says just, because people don't realize that word. You just gotta. First of all, you don't know what you don't know, so you don't know if somebody's gonna give you a spot or not.
Right.
And a lot of times, like in our culture, like we feel like we're not worthy.
Right.
Like,
and that's what it was for so long. And it was just like, do I take that risk? Do I like? I don't think I could do it.
So now you're in your own space. You have all your leads. You're building clientele. What do you feel is your most proud moment that you've had in that process?
As far as like getting the place.
Yeah. I'm proud every time I walk in my door. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, I'm proud. I'm proud, especially like just because when I got it, it looks nothing like it looked before. Until the day after I got my keys, I went in there by myself and I sat in the middle of the floor. And well, before I sat in the middle of the floor, I measured each wall, like the whole space, like how much. And I sat in the middle of the floor and like drew the whole thing out. And I literally, for probably like a month before I actually like started like, really, because it was just I was trying to figure out, because it's like, because it's limited space, but I was trying to figure out which way I wanted to go as far as the equipment goes, because do I want to stay in the calisthenics world?
So
and
it's crazy because as you're talking about this, you've already got a lease. I don't know the terms, but you've locked into a lease, and you're still trying to figure it out. So
that's what everybody says. Like you went and got the whole.
Well, that's what you got to do.
But I knew
put that pressure on you.
Exactly, and I knew that. I knew it's what I needed, to really take my business where I want to go. Like you don't get what you want like staying in your comfort zone.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg didn't know what Facebook was until it was, and he still don't know.
And just with how everything worked out, I was like, it's God, really. You know, like if it's not anything else, like I have to.
I could walk to my house. I'll be like, yo, it's God.
Yeah, no, I have
to put that space in you.
From the, just everything, how everything worked out. Like I got to make it work.
What are the requirements for? We talked to 1010 Wines the other day, and they bought their building. I'm always an advocate for that, but even leasing the space, we leasing here. What was the process of being approved to lease a space?
Well, my process was pretty simple. It was pretty much like renting out a apartment or something like that.
Same thing. No, I'm saying that because some people were perplexed that it's like,
oh no, it was so
it's easier to get commercial than it is to get an apartment.
You get so many more, like, because they want people to open up businesses. Like they want that.
To.
Like
they want you
they want that. As long as there's not no crooked shit or nothing like that. Like
people, even so.
But for the people that are serious, real, legit, like are really trying to make some real moves out here, got their hearts in the right place, their minds in the, like, it's so easy. You
could just go on LoopNet.
It's so easy.
Find a space. Yeah, a lot of people have that challenge to be able to find a space and realize that it's cheaper than you think. Some people have the barriers of, I want to be in this neighborhood. I want to be in this neighborhood. Go where you know.
You got to just, because even like, I don't know, like I said, I was looking up spaces for probably 2-3 years straight. And I never called any of the play. I used to write them down or just like, you know, and I never called. The one number that I called, the one number.
That's how you gotta do it.
That's literally, it literally happened like that. No lie, I called them Monday and I had my keys Thursday.
How's it feel being an LA native to be on that side of gentrification? Because you're making the neighborhood better. Because there are some gyms around there, but I know you offer a quality product, and then you're able to offer it to people of community, color in that community, and you know everybody that's moving to that community. You know, so how does it feel to have that being empowered to be able to speak to your community and just be a presence there? Every time you turn that street, you see your big old sign. How does it feel to like be on the right side of gentrification?
I mean, I personally, like, you know, I mean, right now at this point in my life, I don't think I would feel, I don't think I would feel comfortable having my business somewhere else outside of a Black community, you know, or some, you know, it's like. Are
you tapped in with the city? Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah. The city always has good resources, for your business too.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's another place people can start, getting, like, just being able to tap into the city. I know with my restaurant, the city paid for some employees for me too. Mm-hmm. They have programs for that. Are you, do you have any certifications? Like, are you a woman-owned business on paper? That's something you gotta get that.
What's that?
So it's like certifications are what the state will classify your business as. There's woman-owned business, disadvantage-owned business, veteran-owned business, minority-owned business, local-owned business. These are different certifications that you can apply for that then help you get some funding, get some bids, and get some credibility to your company.
No, well, I heard about that. I didn't know you could be like certified. You're like actually certified.
Yeah. I got some paperwork out there. You just gotta fill it out. But it's really filling out the form and getting it. But it takes your business to the next level because now you're getting that more exposure because you're identified as those type of businesses. And that's important. But even still, the look of being a woman in business, how does that now feel to know that? Do you have any employees?
I don't.
You gonna get some?
I do.
How's it feel to just know that you have, now you're empowered in that because you're on your journey still. Mm-hmm. You've done it before and now you're like doing it again on a whole nother.
No. So when I said I hired people, it was to do different stuff as far as like the business side of it. So like I said, the company, I had to pay them in order to get the leads that I was getting, you know. So it was that, you know, hiring people, just everything. It was
now you got to hire somebody directly under you, like another trainer.
Exactly.
Yeah, how's that look? Because they have to like have your identity. They have to kind of be you and like have your mold, right?
Yeah, and I want someone that is, number one, serious to like work and put in the work, because it's a hustle, you know, like. If you don't get
working out is a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. It's a real lifestyle. It's just, but as far as the business side goes, it's getting clients, it's keeping clients, it's you know, you gotta. It's just a bunch of stuff, and then I don't want just somebody. I want somebody that's like, I want to have quality people.
How's you guys' format? Can anybody go to your gym and just work out, or do you have like monthly? Like, how does somebody come and work with you?
So, I have like 90-day transformation programs. I have like, session packages, like 3 session packages up to, I want to say like 10 or 20. I don't know. I have so many numbers in my head. Also, and that's private one-on-one training, or you could do training, which is private group training up to like 2 to at least 3 people, you know, 2 to 4, 2 to 5 people. Yeah. And then I do my fitness classes on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays right now. So it's really group training too. Yeah. It's just really just trying to build my little community.
Yeah, shout out to Lee. I don't know why he tagged me in this video. I was like, he trying to tell me something, but all right. Tell me about this 90-day program.
90-day program.
This transformation. I'm interested in transformation. I got this dad bod.
It's just really about you being. I mean, okay, so this is the thing, you know, while we're right here.
You see that passion right there.
While we're right here, right now, I just want to say to whoever needs to hear it.
She's talking to me.
Trainers are not magicians. Yeah. We are not scientists. We are not surgeons. We are not we cannot get the results for you. Unless you want to go that other route, you have to put in the work, and it takes time. It takes consistency. It takes patience. And that's not just something that people just say just to say it it's a real thing. I started working out in 2015. It's 2022.
Yeah,
and I'm still
that's consistency.
And I'm still trying to figure out different ways to do certain stuff with my own body, let alone my clients and everything else.
So what would you say to somebody that's trying to just get started? That's trying to figure out how do I get started? Just getting in shape, working out. Where do I start?
I would say honestly, start small. Don't try and jump into anything. It's not realistic and it's not sustainable, and you'll just most likely fall off and back into. So I would say taking small steps. So, it's really just mine because anybody could work out. It's certain stuff that it's certain exercises and stuff that everybody can do. Even if it's not some whole just wild, crazy workout, it's still some stuff that you can do to where it will make a difference and you'll get some results. But it's the mindset, and it's just changing your mind and wanting to really put in that work and make some changes and make some different decisions when it comes to your lifestyle, because it's a lifestyle. So it's not just working out. I am. Yeah. Especially for my clients that are trying to get certain results. It's if you want a 6-pack and you want you can't eat Chick-fil-A. You cannot just do a whole bunch of cardio. You cannot just do a whole bunch of sit-ups. You cannot just it's only so much space between your stomach and your back. It's all your core.
Right. You got to tighten up that core. Yeah, that's awesome. Yale, you were doing some incredible things at Yale Fitness. Where can people find you?
You can find me in Inglewood. 740 Sentinel Ave, right at the curve. You know where Sentinel curve. Yeah, you'll see me. But yeah, social media, Instagram at y.a.y.o.fitness.
Check her out. I'm gonna do one of these transformations, and I'm going to tell them when I'm gonna get on in my audience.
Yeah, okay, Joe. So why we have you right here?
Why we have me right here?
Accountability.
My accountability group is gonna look at me and be like, "Yo, nigga, I go do the hill every day."
So I have online training too. I still have my virtual program.
I don't like online training.
I have virtual training. We could FaceTime or
I know
it's the same thing.
Nope. I need somebody to be adjust this,
and I can.
Because I can cheat. I'm a when it comes to workout, I'm a cheater.
See, and that's the thing, and that's just that. Like I said, so I could show people all day different workouts to do, but I
like boxing and fighting. That
my whole as a trainer, my whole thing is changing people's mindsets. Yeah. When it comes to fitness, when it comes to just making better choices, better habits, stuff like that. And a lot of people have it in their minds, what it'll take or what they need to do. And it's as long as they will just listen for a second.
That's fair. Fair. All right.
You could get the same. So, like I said, you could try it out one time.
Okay.
You don't have to commit to anything. You don't have to just try and see.
I'm an athlete formerly, so I like to commit to it. Dive into it 3-4 months and then go like I
said, 2020. I had all my clients were virtual. And they still got the same sweat. They still got the same.
I had got in my groove. I was doing Muay Thai and boxing. Then it's like, dang, I can't work out. And then going to it.
The only difference is like I can't physically but I can see when your form's not right and stuff like that. Or like.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Because I need to work out while I'm going. Have my shit tight and right. But no, thank you for coming. This episode and every episode is sponsored by Affluent Solution. Powered by Affluent Solution, online marketing platform to help you generate leads through text message, emails, and social media. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Kimiye, for coming on this episode of The Entrepreneur Enthusiast. And you guys subscribe and listen to us.